My name is Johnathan Holifield, and this presentation is really about competing and winning in the flat world. It's about innovation, inclusion, impact, and how you guys can make it happen in Northeast Ohio, how you can connect into a national and international movement, be a part of the next big thing. That's what we're talking about. Let's level set for a moment. What is the innovation economy? What is the innovation economy? It's the time we are in right now, that period between the latter part of the 20th century and first part of the 21st century that is marked by radical socio-economic changes brought about by the unique convergence of 4 factors. 1, further globalized commerce. Every corner of the world is now commercially connected. Secondly, democratized or widely available information from the internet, smartphones, and every other connectivity device. We've never had a period in human history where information was so widely available to just about everyone. Third is the explosive, even exponential growth of entrepreneurship. Every corner of the world, increasingly barriers are falling. Human genius is being expressed and manifested in all new forms everywhere. Explosive, exponential entrepreneurship growth. And finally, accelerated new knowledge creation. All day you've heard from those who are driving that acceleration, from the laboratories to commercial opportunities, ultimately into the marketplace. That also brings about what we call the innovation economy squeeze. Innovation economy squeeze, a top-down pressure from the flat world phenomena where all of our jobs are globally competitive. We're competing with people, talented people, bright people, great people from all over the world. There's also a bottom-up pressure called technology adoption and integration. When my grandfather went from Tuskegee, Alabama to Detroit, Michigan to work for Henry Ford in the Rouge Auto Plant, at its peak, that Rouge plant had 100,000 employees. That was in the 30s. 100,000 employees, 100,000 jobs. Today, the whole global corporation has never produced so much and only has about 166,000 employees. So increasingly, technology adoption is helping us to produce more and more goods and services with far fewer people. It's time for all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Urban, rural, black, white, Latino, male, female. Everyone has to get in this game. Everyone has to get in this game. All right? Yes, give that up. Give that up. You've heard a lot about ecosystems. This is just a brief description of what an ecosystem looks like. It begins with talent. Aram Naponi told you that this morning. It includes money, capital, all forms, education institutions, research and commercialization. You heard a lot of professionals here over the day talk about those elements. Customers. We're all customers, right? We actually purchase the products and services that are being developed. Philanthropy. They invest and support a lot of this work. Professional services. I'm a lawyer by training. Give it up for the lawyers. There we go. I know that was difficult, but thank you very much. Professional services, accountants, business advisors, all working together interconnectedly in an ecosystem. This is the overriding thing. I've never read a better definition of entrepreneurship than the one by Professor Howard Stevenson at Harvard Business School. Entrepreneurship, when it's all stripped away, is the pursuit of opportunity without regard to resources currently controlled. Period. The pursuit of opportunity without regard, without limitation to the resources currently under your control. What a way to live. Of course, entrepreneurship can manifest as new business, but it also can be new degrees, new certificates. It's always moving forward without regard to the resources that you have under your control. We must build a region and a state and a nation of entrepreneurs. We move forward regardless of our resources or other limitations. Yeah, give that one up. Which brings us to the threshold question. What are we gonna be? Bench warmers or competitors? We're gonna watch the action or create the action? How about this? Will we be subjects of the innovation economy or objects of the innovation economy? How about me going back to junior high? Maybe elementary school. The subject does things. The object has things done to it. I, for one, prefer to be the subject or a subject of the innovation economy. Making things happen. Yes, come on now, give it up. That's what we're talking about. We'll be the subjects and not the objects of the innovation economy. We will create. 4 practices to keep in mind as you sojourn this process. Practice number 1, comprehend the speed of this game. Bo Jackson. Any of you all heard of Bo Jackson? Yeah, give that up. One of the greatest athletes in American history. I was maybe a year or 2 behind Bo Jackson when I was in college. I was a running back, West Virginia University, even made it to the Cincinnati Bengals, and being in Northeast Ohio, I never, ever miss an opportunity to say I have an AFC championship ring from the Super Bowl in 1988. Now, dig that. But the point I'm making is my Bo Jackson moment. I was a good player. I wasn't a great player. I was a good player. And I think we were either in Atlanta or Miami. And I was about here to that projector from Bo Jackson. I looked at Bo Jackson, and I looked at myself, and I said, wow, that's what it's about. And I knew I'd never be Bo Jackson. So my choice is to either hate on Bo Jackson or be the best I can be. I chose to be the best I can be. Within that story is the essence of competition. What others do at best is an abstract marker of your own performance. But in its purest essence, you are competing with yourself. You are not competing with anyone else. Maximize, optimize your endowments. And with my raggedy knees, I can tell you, I got the best out of my body. I didn't have any more to give. Practice 2, as I continue with the sports or football theme. There are no undefeated seasons. They're not. We're going to win some, and we're going to lose some. We're going to win some big, and we're going to lose some big. Period. So get ready. Yeah. You're going to have some big wins, we're going to have some big successes, and we're going to have some embarrassing losses. And so what? We're moving forward without regard to resource limitations. Now, I'm originally from Detroit. We can't have any defeated seasons either. You hear what I'm saying? We have to produce. We can't lose them all. We need some good ideas, some big ideas, some real successes. We need to be not risk averse or scared to take a risk, or neither should we be risky, just willy-nilly risking everything. But there's a middle path called risk astute. Let's be smart about risk. Let's be smart about risk. Let's take them and be smart about taking them, because we cannot lose them all. We got to deliver. Practice 3. We need big ideas. Not every idea is a big idea. We need all ideas, but we really need some big ideas. Okay? We need some special outcomes. All of the talent that we have assembled, there are special opportunities in this body. We need them. Your state needs them. Your region needs them. You need them. Yeah. So don't fear a big idea. We need them. Okay? And finally, the closing takeaway. At the end of the day, that's right. Note this point, though. Note this point. As imperative as that has been during some of the most difficult times in our nation's history, it really is applicable to today. The same imperative that galvanized the nation on more than 2 or 3 occasions to rally us to a particular cause is applicable now. Rallying to the cause of 21st century economic prosperity, job creation, the things we need to live the kind of life that we want to live going forward. So this notion of we need you is applicable right now, and not merely an age-old national pastime. It applies now. I thank you for your time, and let's get down.